The number you have called is not recognized.
Boom. Had quite a few people like that. Number not recognized. I don't know why. We never used to have that problem, but maybe people have been selling their phones recently. Who knows? Move on to the next one, huh?
This is the Labara mobile voicemail service for 0758767.
Labara. It's rare that you hear people have voicemail from Labara. Next person. Mohammed. You know, it's weird because sometimes I actually can kind of predict, like, upfront if a person is going to be polite. I don't know, maybe it's something energetic that you get over time of experience of this, but I don't know. I just feel like straight away this guy is going to be difficult. But who knows? We'll see. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hey, sorry, I'm not sure if you could hear me. I couldn't hear a response, but how we doing, man?
Yeah, I can hear you. How's it going?
Yeah, going good, man. Good, thanks for asking. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm alright. Thank you very much.
Good stuff. I appreciate I've caught you out the blue here, Mohammed, but you got a sec?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Yeah, no worries. The reason I was giving a call is because you actually came through one of our forms about the system that we have that's basically helping people to, cut back down on their crazy work hours with an online business, so that you can, truly become your own boss, work from wherever, that type of thing. So yeah, I was just sort of curious if this still feels relevant to where you're at
Is
right
this
now.
Jack?
Say again?
I said, is this Jack?
No, this is actually Mohammed.
Sorry?
This is Mohammed.
Mohammed from where?
Mohammed from the Cashflow Communities team.
Cashflow Communities team.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I got what you said.
Awesome. Do you feel like this is still relevant for like where you're at right now, or you more so content with your current working hours, that type of thing?
Yeah, I'd like to hear. I would like to hear what you've got to offer.
Okay. Is that just because you are open to opportunity and stuff like that?
Yeah, 100%.
That's good, man. Awesome. Well, I'm actually going to shoot off real quick just because I've got another meeting I need to jump into right after this. So
yeah, no worries.
I do intend to send you some more information that breaks down the whole thing and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm actually just away from my desk at the minute, so I won't be able to send you anything till I'm back in. But in the meantime, mind if I ask you a couple of quick questions to see whether there's some real alignment here? And then if it is a good fit, I can for sure send you, the whole video and information across when I'm back at my desk. Sound fair enough?
Sure, why not? Yeah, sure, go on.
Awesome. Well, first things first, tell me a little bit more about yourself, in terms of the current working situation. What's you got going on right now?
Well, I'm a finance analyst. Mm-hmm. I work the usual 9 to 5, the usual to 5, and yeah, that's about it. Career-wise, nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, that's sure. That's a pretty good start. And you've been doing this for how long?
I've been doing this for 3 long years.
3 long years.
Yeah. Emphasis on long.
Yeah, I can imagine. I actually used to work in finance, and
Yeah.
yeah, I had to get out of there real quick just because it wasn't my personal environment that I wanted to be in.
Yeah.
I got into it because when I heard finance, I was like, oh, everybody must make a lot of money if they are doing finance. But
Well, it's like the complete opposite. You just manage people's money. You don't make a lot
yeah,
of money.
yeah, exactly. They don't really teach you to make
Then,
more.
to be fair, I tried a side hustle. Like I wanted to set up something by the side, maybe doing reports for clients by the side. But then it wasn't possible because I come back from work really tired, knackered. All I want to do is just take a shower and just stretch. So it wasn't possible.
Yeah, that's one of the most difficult things, isn't it? It's like at the moment right now with how many hours that you're currently working, like you give not just the time, but you also give like your energy. So
Yeah, we give
um,
everything.
how much are you currently working right now in terms of like week to week?
Sorry, what do you mean? How many hours?
That's right, yeah.
40 hours a week.
40 hours, yeah. And do you have like any other major responsibilities? Like, are you a father, husband, anything like that as well?
No, just me.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's a positive in terms of like, you know, place that you're in right now because you have a lot less to commit in terms of what you've already got going on. A lot of the people that have working with us, like they not only have a 40-hour job, but they also have to like be a full-time mom, full-time parent, and spouse. So you've got it going pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I can call myself lucky. Not really lucky, but yeah, lucky in terms of I got freedom. I'm on my own, so I do what I want to do.
Yeah.
Apart from work, I ain't got any other thing to worry about. Just work.
That's good, man. That's good. So at the moment, it's like you got the work to worry about, and then with the rest of your time, like what do you find yourself doing? Like, because you've got about another 120 hours of the week left there.
The rest of my time, well, I most so before this week, I mostly study. I just did a certification exam, but now I'm done with the exam, so I'm just basically just chilling in bed, just watching movie, doing nothing, and thinking about how I can I'm doing nothing, but my brain is constantly thinking about where can I get extra money, what can I push, what can I move, do you get what I'm trying to say?
I do, because
it's just so difficult.
I've been there. I've literally been there, and it's like when I was working in one of my first jobs as an accountant, like I would come home, and after I come home, I'd hit the gym, come home after the gym, eat my food, watch my movies, play by PlayStation, and then get ready for the next day because that's all that was really required of me.
Just like a robot.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to put it. I was like a little good robot. And, you know, the thing about it is that I, at the same time, just like yourself, I was always picturing, you know, what if I could have my own business? What if I could have like something where I didn't need to necessarily have to rely on a company to have my own income? And I was just like in dream mode. I didn't actually have any kind of plan because it all felt like a lot from where I was. There was nobody at my job that wanted to talk about it really. So yeah, it felt kind of difficult at the time. So I get where you're at right now. You said that you've even tried like doing some side hustles as well. Like what have you tried so far?
Yeah, so I tried. I don't know if you know this platform Upwork. I'm sure you know Fiverr.
Yes, yeah, I know both of them.
Yeah, so I tried building up. Do you know Power BI? it's like a reporting software that it does whatever type of report you want it to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I was trying to. So I mean, don't get me wrong. There is the market out there, but it's just a bit too saturated. And then you need a lot of time to build your portfolio, to build customer base. You need consistent work and hours for about 6 months to a year before you see a single client. And then it was just, I mean, I wanted to do it, but it was just too much work, too much time, too much effort, and it didn't have that time and effort.
I get that, man. I get that. It's like the actual cost of making the transition for some business models, it's like really hard because it's only you.
Exactly, because if you do the cost benefit analysis, at some point it's not even worth it.
Until like a lot further into the future, you know, like this, like but in the short term, like you're kind of missing out a lot. So I feel like, is that basically the only thing that you tried, or has there been anything else so far?
That's basically the only thing that I tried, because someone spoke to me about this Amazon thing, but I just so when they spoke to me, that was why I was asking you, was it Jack? Is it this guy Jack that spoke to me about this Amazon thing? But I was doing my exams then. I couldn't leave studying and focus on something different. So. Yeah, so nothing else, honestly, nothing separate.
And honestly, it was such a similar story for me as well. Like I remember when I was in between, like trying to transition out of my job and learn online side hustles and stuff like that. I was doing my back then accountancy exams, so they were called like AAT qualifications, professional qualifications.
I know AAT.
That's it. That's what I was doing, and it was just so much already on my plate. I was like, I don't know if I can do anything else. So totally get why that was the case. But you looked into Amazon. Why Amazon? Like, were you considering that? Is that any reason in particular, or was it just because he sort of gave you the idea?
No reason. It was just because he gave me the idea. Honestly, I've been hearing a lot about it, and then I was like, yeah, okay. I started doing a bit of a research. You know, when you start searching for things, your what do you call them? Cookies. Those cookies, yeah. So your browser gets saturated with exactly those type of things, and then this ad popped up in I think it was Instagram. I just filled the form, and the guy gave me a call. That was basically it.
Yeah. So this is it. Like, what it sounds like is that because you hadn't necessarily been researching anything specific, then you know what was being given to you by the cookies, Instagram, and the algorithm was just sort of random things. It wasn't anything that was really, you know, specific to what you were really looking for. And I remember, like, when I was getting started out as well, like, it was a very similar thing for me, where I was just I was being given recommendations from different business models and different influencers, but none of it was really something that was tailored to me because of what I'd been feeding the algorithm. And then I've noticed, like, further down the line, it's changed in terms of what I now see compared to what it was like initially. Initially, it was like just the mass market stuff, and then it started to become a little bit more specific, niche, things like that, more tailored towards what was in alignment with who I was and you know what I wanted. So like, I can hear more about how professionally that route of like going down the Fiverr, Upwork was a smart idea. And then also personally, you know, like, in terms of, if you think about what the perfect business would be for yourself on a personal level, what do you feel like you would want it to give you, or what sort of components would it have that's more, you know, sort of tailored for you, would you say?
The perfect business for me right now Well, right now, what I've been thinking right now is kind of doing exactly what I'm doing, but in a different country. So, for example, so I'm Nigerian living in the UK. So I'm thinking about getting my clients from Nigeria, doing exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about right now.
Yeah, and why is that?
Sorry.
Why do you want to go down that route?
So the reason is I worked as an accountant back in Nigeria for about 3 years before I left, and then so I know how the market is over there. I know the gap. I know the gap that's over there, and then I have the knowledge and skills that I got from working in the UK to fill those gaps over there. And I think I have a bit of a competitive advantage over people over there, over accountants over there, or over companies providing these kinds of services. And yeah, all I'm doing right now is kind of a feasibility study, but nothing on paper or nothing in writing. It's just still in my head. It's still basically a raw idea, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah, every great idea starts in your head. So
Yeah,
like you've got the right starting place, but it's like now if you think about what you just said there was very significant about having this competitive advantage. Like, what do you think it is about you that makes you stand out in terms of the competition, especially like in the Nigerian market?
So first, a couple of things, honestly. So usually accountants in Nigeria, and most of them are not really qualified. In terms of qualified, I'm talking about being chartered, like ACCA or AAT or CIMA qualified. Even if they're qualified on a local level. So there's this accounting body, ICAN. It's just Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. But now I'm thinking, okay, not all accountants are qualified or chartered over there. But even if they are locally chartered. But me, I am chartered, and then I'm chartered on an international level. That's one. I've got the knowledge and skills to use a sophisticated accountancy software that not even up to 10% of accountancy firms use in Nigeria. And then there's this, and then there's automation. I know how to automate so many accountancy processes that are still being done the traditional way back in Nigeria. So many things like this. These are just one of the few things I've been thinking about. But there are so many.
Okay. I mean, aside from this, what else have you been thinking about?
Nothing really, honestly, nothing. Aside from this, nothing.
Oh, right. Maybe I misheard you. I thought you said that like you've been thinking about loads of things as well as this. Maybe you said you haven't been thinking about other stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean things. So I mentioned the kind of competitive advantage I've got over people over there. So I just mentioned like 3 or 4. I was talking about there are loads.
Right.
Yeah.
I get you. So there's loads of other things that you've got that give you that advantage.
Yeah.
No, that's great. And when you're starting out, having that like dominant position in the marketplace is definitely something that will help, especially with you being able to charge the prices that you want and having people buy quick, because straight away they're going to see that it's a no-brainer to work with this guy as the accountant. So I guess the real question now is like, you've got the competitive advantages, you've got the market. those are like the two foundational things that you want before starting the business. Like, you've even got the qualifications. What's really stopping you from going all in with this thing right now?
I need to do a thorough feasibility study. Like I said, I just finished my exam about a week ago, so I need at least another month or two to conduct a thorough feasibility study. Other than that, there's nothing really stopping me.
A thorough what study is that?
A thorough feasibility study.
Feasibility.
Yeah, feasibility study.
Okay, so kind of looking at like what would the startup cost be and everything like this. I mean, aside from the money, is there anything else holding you back, would you say?
Not really, no. Nothing really.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, in terms of looking at how much it actually would be to set up that type of business, how you want to, I mean, if you're thinking about what the major costs would be, just off the top of your head, like what do you think the major cost is going to be? Because now you've got the qualifications, that's a pretty big cost. But like aside from that, what do you think is going to be some of the main costs for you to start generating some revenue and getting clients in?
The main costs.
Yeah.
Honestly, the main cost I'm seeing is just probably rent and then salary to pay my other accountants that are going to be helping me do some work, and then office space where you do the work. That's it. Apart from that, every other thing is not really going to be, any other cost is not really going to be a material one.
Okay. I mean, do you really need to have both of those things in order to get your first clients? Do you need to have an office space? Do you need to have...
Not really, no. Not really, no.
No? Do you need to have like other accountants before you get your first clients?
Not really, no. No, I'm just talking about longer term. So
sure,
whatever I'm doing, I'm not thinking about 2, 3. No, I'm talking about the next 7 to 10 years.
Yeah. And if we think a little bit about like, okay, well, in terms of the costs initially, just the startup costs rather than the running costs, is there any cost holding you back from like actually getting your first few clients?
Not really, no.
So what do you think it really is then? It's like stopping you from just going out there and getting some clients for yourself? Because like you said, the market's there. You've got the advantage.
Like I said, I can just start. I can just go out there and hunt down clients, get the work done, and then get paid. But then if I do that, I'm going about it the wrong way. I can easily do that. I can get 1, 2, 3, 4 clients. But then if I do I think if I do it that way is totally wrong because like I said, I have to do a thorough feasibility study that will enable me not only secure clients but secure and retain clients. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So if I just go up there and just start chasing clients, doing work and getting paid, I might not be able to retain those clients.
Why would you not be able to retain the clients? Would you say you're a good accountant? Like you know what you're doing?
Yeah, definitely. If I wasn't a good accountant, I wouldn't be thinking.
Yeah. So let's say, for example, like I had a couple of people that I think I could refer you to right now, and all you had to do was service the clients. Like, would you be confident that you'd be able to give them a great experience?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what I'm doing at work. 100%.
Yeah.
So everything you're doing, everything you're doing, it exposes you to different types of risks. There are definitely different types of risks that you can expect. There is risk and there is uncertainty. So what really I'm trying to say, before going into that, I will need to like analyze all the risks and all the possible uncertainties, even though I cannot know what the uncertainties are, but I can project. So all the risks and uncertainties and be prepared for them when they happen. So that is the main essence of my feasibility study. Because if you just go into something kind of blindfolded, when a risk or a big uncertainty hits you, you can risk yourself going out of business, if you get what I'm trying to say. So you can't really approach things that way.
I get what you're saying. Like, you basically, what it sounds like, you want to avoid failure as much as possible.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And you know what's kind of funny as well? Like, the mindset.
You have to take risks, I know.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, the mind.
I know, you have to take risks, but it's not just risk anyhow. You have to take calculated risks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Calculated risks are the type of risk.
Calculated risks.
Yeah. You want to be able to be somebody who's able to assess the risk, manage it, and then despite there being a risk, because you can't avoid not being a risk, you still take it. Like if you kind of look at, for example, you know, when you got into the jobs that you've been in already, in terms of what your process was for assessing the risk, like how long did you spend assessing the risk when it came to going into a job?
What do you mean?
Because there's risk with going into business with another company as an employee. There's risk attached to that.
Yeah, there's risk attached to that, but then you can't even compare that to the risk of opening your own business. Is like two different things.
Why can't you compare?
That other type of risk is risk that you can evaluate, you can analyze and evaluate within a day inside your head, without even have to open a book.
Okay, so walk me through this process, because you said that it was about one day where you analyzed the risk. You didn't open a book.
No, I didn't say. No. I didn't say I analyzed the risk.
Okay.
So you see, so I said that type of risk. If you want to analyze it, you can analyze it in your head within a day. But then, and then again, back to what you were saying earlier, you have to take risks. Yeah. So these are the type of risks that you can go into without analyzing or evaluating anything. This is just like one of those risks that you take the risks and see where it takes you.
Okay. And
why nothing much to really lose, because you've got numerous options.
Okay. So what you're saying is that there's nothing to lose because there's no real risk, or
There is real risk.
Yeah.
There is real risk. There is the risk of you not passing probation and losing the job. And then if you lose the job, it's just for you to look for another job or get a temporary job, just to be able to pay bills until you get another job. That's like basic math. 1 + 1 = 2. But this other one is you have to take calculated risks. You have to do a thorough research on the literature, see the gaps, see the types of risks you can be exposed to. And then now I'm talking about the Nigerian market, so it's like an international market to me. So there's definitely going to be numerous risks involved. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You can't just do it. You can't just go into it just like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can see what you're saying. I can see that you're saying that, like, the risk of going into a job is different to the risk of going into a business. You're saying that the risk of going into a job is like it's almost like 1+1, very simple. If you lose the job, that's the worst thing that can happen. And if you lose the job, worst case scenario, you get another one. What you're saying with the area of going into a business is that it's not as simple as 1+1. You're saying that if you fail in the business, you can't just start another business. It doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't really. No, I mean, you can't start a business, so that is going to be part of the numerous risks you're going to analyze. Even if you go out of business, what else can you do? Do you do it again, or do you switch industries? Things like that. It's just like basically you getting a payday loan from a bank. The process can take from, let's say, 1 minute to like 3 minutes, and the bank gives you the loan. Whereas if you go to a bank to get a mortgage, it takes days, it takes weeks and months. So you see, this is kind of the comparison I was trying to give you earlier regarding a job and a business.
More so that the process of taking the risk and assessing the risk is just a little bit longer from what you're saying. It's and part of the reason why is because the risk could be bigger. So with a job, what you're essentially saying is that because there's less risk upfront on your end financially, that like you don't have to wait that long. You just can go for it. Whereas in like a business, you could be putting up tens of thousands, and if you are going to put up that much, then you want to make sure that you're protecting your investment.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. And I guess the real question for yourself right now is like, in the time that you're currently in, what would you say is more important for you? Is it, because one thing I mentioned at the beginning of the call is that like our system basically helps people to cut back on, working hours and stuff like that. That's like the main thing that we help people with. But, what would you say is more important for you right now? Is it time or is it money?
Right now, well, to be fair, money, because I've got time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said that you've got time. You feel like you've got more time than you have money.
Yeah, I've got more time than money. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, in that case, I'm not really sure how much our system will be able to help you, just because it's more so for people who they've already got like money coming in and they know that they can have that stable income, but what they're really looking for is they want to have a little bit more time freedom, so that they can actually spend more time with people that they love and actually work on their own terms type of thing. So I feel like with where you're at right now, it just might be a little bit premature, and that your focus in terms of acquiring more money could be something of which you continue on with, because right now, like the main way that you've been prioritizing the money, from what I heard, is that you've been giving 40 hours a week to the job, and that kind of shows like what's more important for you right now is that you want to be able to just secure as much money as possible. So I totally get like why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say. Yeah, whatever something wants, I think is between these three three components. It is either time, money, or knowledge. So it's either someone has got the time. No, it's either someone has got the money and you guys provide the knowledge and time. Is that kind of what you're trying to tell me? Someone that's got money but doesn't have time, to like multiply their money. You guys provide those services. Is that right?
Yeah, so basically what I was saying is that our system, the people that it helps is the people who right now, they actually value their time more than they value their money. And the thing for them is that because they value their time more than their money, they are in the position where they've kind of fallen into working into a job and seeing that, oh, wow, I'm giving away like the thing that I value the most, and I don't want to have that keep happening, so I want to get some time back. And those are the people that we focus on helping with our system, the ones that they value their time more than their money. Obviously we help them to increase their income so that they can get that time back. But the people who like value money more than they value time, it tends to be that they're not necessarily the people who like our solution is best suited for, because the thing with those people is that they want to essentially continue what they're doing in their job, and they're happy to do that on top of working more and more and more to get more money. So like, yeah, that's practically what I'm saying, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So based on everything I've told you now, how do you think you can help me based on everything I've told you?
Yeah, I was just saying, based on everything I told you so far, I'm not actually sure if it would be the best fit for us to give you the solution that I currently have, just because when you said that, for yourself right now, like you actually value money more than you value time, then that kind of made me realize what your main priorities are right now, and it's absolutely fine. Like I just think that the position that you're in is that there may be other suitable options that could be better. For example, looking for a higher paying job, that could be another thing that can get you more money quicker, and you can even work more hours. You can get another job. There's I think those options right now are probably going to be more suitable for you than looking at our system.
Yeah, I agree with you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Sweet.
Yeah, I said absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you as well.
Yeah, no, that's great. So I appreciate your honesty, and thanks for giving us the time as well. Unfortunately, in this instance, I don't think that our solutions are going to be best for you right now. But here's the thing: with the ambitions that you do have, I can clearly see that you're going to become a great accountant eventually, and you're going to have a great business. And once you've done all of the feasibility assessments, risk assessments, everything like that, then you'll be able to get things set up at the right time, and put in time and effort to make it work. But then once you get to that stage where it's like, oh, I need some help in terms of the actual running of my business, setting it up, things like that, that's when you can give us a call back, and we'll be able to give you some more support.
Inshallah, Inshallah. That's absolutely fine. Thank you very much for your time as well. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome, man. Most welcome. And thank you as well. Have a good evening, and we'll hear from you soon.
All right. Cheers. Bye. You too.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, I don't know why, but my camera's been playing up on me that entire freaking live stream. But there we go. First call, Mohammed, and looks like it was a bit of a long one, 37 minutes. for a call where I'm essentially disqualifying him. And I'd done that because, yeah, for me personally, I was getting too many red flags. But also, it was like, as soon as he said that he values money more than time, that's just really not my target audience. Yeah, it was just not the fit. So yeah, part of me is like, am I being too harsh, too critical? But to be honest, I think it's the actual opposite. I've been spending too much time with people on some of these calls, but we had an interesting conversation about business and stuff. I need to see what's going on with this freaking camera, man. That's why it's on empty. This is gonna die out in like 2 seconds, so I think I'm gonna end the stream. This was my first calling session that I'm showing you guys live. I think I'm gonna keep calling, but I'm gonna call the stream there, and I'm gonna be doing this every day. So let's see you tomorrow.